Cough, cough, cough. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to more Hearts of Iron 4 Focus to Z. Did somebody say fun? No. Actually, it's kind of fun because Paradox has gone ahead and released another mini patch for Hoi 4 today. Pretty funny because half the changelog of it is just nerfing South America. Truly, you cannot have anything down here. Hey, but for today, we're not looking too much in depth about that. Instead, we're carrying on our journey in Focus to Z of checking out nations that have fun focus trees that nobody ever does because they're just too fun. We're also doing it alphabetically, and alphabetically, we're still in G for the Guangxi Clique. Now, as I mentioned earlier in this series, I probably will only be doing one of the warlords because, unsurprisingly, they all have the exact same focus tree. And the paths no one ever does is just one path, and it's cooperation with the communists. Well, I say no one's ever done it. Someone's probably done it. I've, in fact, probably done it before, but why would you do it? That is the question we're asking today. Considering in opposition, you can just steal land from mainland China, or if you want to do cooperation with the nationalists, you could just become China with a click of a few buttons. But this middle path, what does it have to offer? I don't want to spoil it. The answer is not a lot. Hey, but if we were going to show off any of the warlords, it would definitely be the Guangxi Clique. They have the best starting position, in my opinion, and can become the most powerful out of all of them. Realistically, that is a dumb statement to say, considering all you need to do is a few focuses, you click a button, and become China. For all of them. Oh, heavily requested feature got added, by the way. Now in your construction tab, you can assign factories up here to always be on repair. So every time something comes up for repair, they will now go up here to be repaired instead of just sitting at the bottom of your queue, which can come in very handy late game when you got too much stuff getting bombed as the Germans. So yeah, cooperation with the communists doesn't have a lot to do, and the only time I ever really do it is when I'm playing a Xinjiang, because it makes the most sense to them, because during the Yan'an incident down here, you end up overtaking communist China, which is easy as Xinjiang, so you could just immediately invade Zibidi Sama and then be linked up. As a Guangxi Clique though, I ain't too sure about this. Oh yeah, also look, notifications go down to the bottom right now. So because I had a negotiator license accepted by the Soviet Union, it doesn't just pop up in the middle of the screen now. It is instead exiled down here, my giant monitor where I'll never see it again. It's pretty handy, but I would have preferred if they actually went ahead and maybe gave you an option to toggle that somewhere. I'm not too sure if that is an option. I don't care that much to check, so I'm just gonna blame you for your false paradox that you may not have. We're just gonna go ahead and get some artillery off the Soviets immediately. And look, there it is again, right there at the bottom. I can right-click to dismiss it. That's way more handy, in my opinion. Oh, yeah, I just realized, okay, so you can't even do the merger between you and Communist China unless you neighbor them. So we actually have to somehow make it up there. Okay, so we can't chip land away from the actual Chinese. We can only go against the warlords, which is gonna be a bit of a stifle in our plans, but we're still gonna go ahead and get rid of Yunnan anyway, while they are kind of dealing with the Japanese there. We're gonna have to get involved with that too. Okay, question is, can I even beat Yunnan? It's looking like a no. There goes 150 political power. Thank you, Paradox. Oh, and there goes another 100 political power, as we have flipped and got the most unique Paradox Hearts of Iron 4 flag in the world. So we need a new flag for the communist Guangxi Clique. What should we do? You know? I got an idea. Now we are the Socialist Republic of the Zhejiang, and we still have Li Zongren in power, so that's great. Okay, guess what? Yunnan will never see this one coming. Oh, they actually straight up did not see that one coming. Well, good news is we are now stuck in our focus tree and have done everything because we can't actually go down to join the Chinese Soviet because we're not a border with the Communist Chinese. So I guess I'm gonna have to go ahead and steal the rest of Yunnan and then figure out where to go from there. Yeah, I think the smart thing to do might just be to go in on the Chinese right now and attempt to get a bit of land. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that because we won't actually get any cores on this land, so the Japanese won't be more likely to give it us in the peace deal, or we'll get it cheaper in the peace deal. No, we'll have to actually do this properly. So I am kind of tempted instead just to join the United Front and beat Japan first. Alright, screw it. We're going to go ahead and do the stupid path. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead, try and help the Chinese survive here. And then once we've dealt with the Japanese, we stab them in the back. I'm just kind of sitting back, helping out where I can. Mostly just letting the Chinese and the Japanese, tire themselves out. Also getting the occasional useful package from Stalin, supporting the communist cause. Thanks for the 2 convoys. Bit of sad news for the DLC is they did nerf the Special Forces capacity multiplier from the Doctrine, which means you don't get as many Special Forces anymore, which is sad. Mountaineer spam has finally ended when it just began. Also, Japan is now going in on the Philippines and the Allies, so it's going to be our perfect chance to have a bit of a strike back. We just did one hell of a clap back on the Japanese. I pushed all the way up the coast. We've got a few encircled over there, and we are not stopping. Oh, not entirely sure why I'm all the Axis, but I am. I just got called into it, so I'm just gonna take Indochina. The hell does Communist China have a medium tank with no medium tank in it? I could see the Germans wish he actually turned up over here just to land in the port and then die. And you know, the sad part about that is it actually put me up on the board there for the German casualties. Well, Communist China, you've got yourself a pair of balls, apparently. But if you want it, you're going to have to come and take it. Okay, we just made one hell of a clean break into Manchuria there, so I'm just going to ignore all of this and go full force into it. Okay, I'm pretty sure the Chinese AI will never do the stupid Japanese surrender thing, at least not as late as this, so we're probably going to actually have to land in Japan. There you go, with that miserable little whimper. That is the last of Japan in mainland Asia. Now we just need to get off of mainland Asia and into Japan. Okay. Oh, what the hell? They just did oh no, they joined the Commandant. Oh wait. Germany never went in. Why? And Siam just joined. Okay, we got a lot going on all of a sudden here. I mean, this could be good for us. I guess we just need to go ahead and make sure that China gets super weakened here by the Soviets, and then also capitulate Japan very quickly so that we can turn on them and stab them in the back too and get involved. It'd be pretty damn handy if the Allies would just get a landing in Japan right now. It's not like you got much else to do. Oh, look at that. The Germans finally went in on the Soviets just as they are. Oh, they're probably gonna die here so hard. Yeah, we gotta speed this up quickly. I got some paratroopers on the way, and we're just gonna hope we get lucky. Okay, the Soviets just went in on Iran as well. I think you have enough fronts to deal with, mister. Oh, the Germans just called the Hungarians in, which means all the aluminums that I was trading off of them is there it goes. Oh, suddenly I have the option to join the Chinese Soviet because I'm now a neighbor of them. Why am I I am now a neighbor! Okay. Thank you, Soviet Union! It spoke too soon. I just lost my border because they took the whole state! I mean, if they take this whole province down here, I could do a focus. The first focus I've been able to do in years. Okay, they just beat them out of the province and then didn't walk into it. I'm getting trolled. Oh, good news! Oh, we got 31 convoys. This is going to be a little bit tricky. No way. No, I had to do a reload on the autosave. There's no way they can go in on me right now. I'm trying to do the Chinese. So okay, they accepted the non-aggression pact. That's got to give us enough time here. Okay, at least that is one problem dealt with. Oh, it's going to be a bit tricky on the points, though. We're going to have to figure out what we want to take here. Of course, they're all fighting for everything that I want. I think we should just avoid everything China's going to have a core on, because they're going to get it way cheaper anyway, and just go for mainland Japan. Okay, there we go. We got half of Japan. The Americans got the middle bit, and we got North Korea and South Korea, and then I didn't even bother taking Siam because it was a waste of points. Oh, and I also stole this bit of the Navy as well, so we got a few boats to work with. Once again, I have failed join the Chinese Soviet because they lost a damn how have you lost that? You're in it! Okay, third time's the charm. If I fail, I'm not gonna be happy. I swear to Chinese Jesus, I have 4 days left on this focus. If you lose that province, by the skin of my teeth. This is all pointless anyway. I realize I can't even do it because I'm in a faction with them, and they've done this stupid cooperation with the Communist Chinese, I imagine. So I actually can't get out of this unless I get out the faction, which I can't do because I'm at war with the Germans for some reason. Well, I've got myself a plan. Oh, I was trying to move my troops over to the UK for my grand plan here, and I was wondering where the hell they are, because I didn't see them in the ocean. And, well, they're going the long way through the Soviet Union. I guess they're kind of busy elsewhere right now, which, you know, is actually quite funny because I too would be much better off spending my time doing something else rather than this, currently, Germany. Yeah, I'm kind of sad we didn't get the liberation of Paris there, but at the same time, I just want this to be over so I can go back to dealing with China. Oh, surprisingly, I actually have a couple points here, and I could do something somewhere, I guess. Okay, now that is a lot of Germany. Personally, my favorite is Guangxi, Germany over here. Okay, now we're not a war-ready one, so we can just go ahead. We can leave the faction, and then the Soviets should almost like me enough. What if I just straight up join their faction? Wait, you're at war with the Allies? Oops, when that happened. Okay, but finally, I can do the Yan'an incident and finish off a damn focus tree. Okay, question is, will they actually accept this? And will we get to, like, kind of mess their current front lines up here? Because that is going to annex Communist China into me, I believe. It worked. It just straight up put me at war with them. Oh, no! I mean, it ain't that bad. I brought my army all the way back over. Oh, God, no, that is bad. It put me at war with the Allies. What? Okay. New plan, we don't do that, and then we just go in like that. Oh my god, all the lads go to Communist China. I just can't win. I just can't win. Oh. You don't see that every day. Okay, and unsurprisingly, I have no points, and they're going to give all of this to Communist China. So now we have South Communist China, and then North Communist China. If I do this now, I'm assuming this will, again, just put me straight at war with the Allies. Do I even want to do that? I don't want to do that. I don't want to fight the Allies. I'm so done. It's 1947, you know, just for the hell of it, though, we're going to annex Communist China, and then we'll just say we won. I mean, I could do that. Or I could just, take it myself, I guess. Never mind. They just straight up capitulated as I just said that. So, do I want to join the Chinese United Front? Who's in it? Why does it still exist, actually? Didn't you just die? Yeah, honestly, I think I can think of no fitting end to this absolute mess of a game than this right here, actually. So in the end, we have the Socialist Republic of the Zhejiang, the Chinese Republic, Democratic, and then just China, Kuomintang. Surely this will be a stable peace in the realm. And in all fairness, they didn't really butcher Russia or the Soviet Union, I should say. They actually just made them democratic and then popped Ukraine out and stole this land. That's it. And just turn it into 500 billion different states and released the penis. Oh yeah, I forgot. I also own Germany. Guangxi, Germany. what a game. Well, actually, in all fairness, considering we went into this doing like the worst focus tree you can and having like the worst time imaginable, I gotta say, this is definitely it. I can't even finish my damn tree. Does this actually give you the Communist Chinese focus tree? I imagine it probably does. We could probably test that quickly. Okay, so we've done the event, spawned it in, and then that just flips us to Communist China, and you do get a whole other focus tree, and I wasn't able to have that the entire game. Well, technically I could have got it, I guess. I just had to go fight the Allies for it, which, yeah, it just really ain't worth it when I've had to, like, bounce all over the damn world. But yeah, I think if you actually, you know, go back and think about it, I don't think having the check where you actually need to be directly next to the Communist Chinese to continue that part of the focus tree is very handy. I'd argue that it is damn right terrible. I mean, if, like I said, if you're playing Xinjiang or Shanxi or someone that's right next to Communist China that you can get there pretty quickly, fine. But the Guangxi Clique? What was I supposed to do? I mean, I could have gone to war with China, I guess, and then just done it that way, but that's what we always do. It's kind of boring, you know. This was a much more interesting game, even though this focus tree sucked. It was definitely a definition of the suckiest focus tree imaginable today. But hey, that's the point of the series, and if you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe button down below and carry on, because we're going to be looking at even more pointless and terrible focus trees that nobody does because of games like this one. Goodbye.